Iraga nga maulihang paswecan ide masidayang mangkin nadunang dharma wacana sanemawaste. Nenten jesung yaning ngeraga kande kalih saking 6 kande ring acara sarang nabe lan pare sisir pacang ke enter ring bahasa Inggris dawag 2 Maret kalih tali roras ring Prancis.
There's another thing. Also about taxi driver. All my people are taxi driver. I have no prince story to tell you, princess or anything like that. Very interesting. I went with the taxi driver, another taxi driver. Yeah, before the taxi driver that I told you yesterday, there was another taxi driver, and I went regular. Yeah, with him. Not daily, but often. And then he's also very kind and help me with grocery whenever I need. And he go inside even and tell me also this is what, you know. I ask him to read. Sometimes I don't bring the glass. Read the ingredients for me, and he does all that very nicely. But he has one trouble. He smokes. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that because normally they don't smoke in the car. They wait until the customer not there. They go out smoke. You see? Yeah, outside. And one day I caught him smoke because I just came out too early. I caught you. Oh, you smoking? I said, oh yeah, just, you know, very little. I say, how little? I asked him, how little? He said, well, maybe half package, 3/4 package a day. I said, why don't you finish the whole package? Kill yourself earlier, man. Why die slow? You know, die quick. I'm just joking with him. I was in Spain at that time. So now, okay, we are going that way. And I don't know, we just get talking, you know? Yeah, you're talking and I told you when I'm out, I talk, you know, and just nonsense like everybody else. If you see me then, you surely think I'm pretty normal. And then he say that he's divorced, yeah? His wife is with another man now, and he's with his son. And he has a girlfriend who comes to him, you know, like they come, not every day, but they don't stay together, they just see each other. So it's okay, everything's fine. And then... but he sent his son to college and all that, you know, even then. So I feel he's a good boy, yeah, good father. And then one day he said something like his son like would like to buy a new engine for his bicycle because the bicycle kaput, nah? But he didn't have money or something. And he tell him, I said, you don't give him? He said, he has to wait a little while, you know, maybe. Because winter, taxi business is kind of slow, yeah? And of course he has to pay for his apartment, you know, maintenance for his taxi car, and, you know, insurance, all kind of thing that you have to pay, electricity, water, etc., etc., doctor bill, yeah? And college fee and all things. Then, so I said, never mind, now you know what, in my place, the grass tall. Why don't you tell him to come and cut the grass? And I would pay him something so that he doesn't have to always take money from your pocket. How about that? He said, good idea. So he brought his son there, yeah? And then, of course, he began to cut some grasses and all that. And then I'm going out with the father, with the taxi. Because the grass he cut is on the way out, you know? Between the house and the gate is a long kind of road, yeah, with grass on it. So it was cut in a kind of halfway or something, and we are going out. I'm going out with the father. And then when the father taxi passed by the son, he stopped. I thought he wanted to say goodbye, of course, but he took out a cigarette and gave it to his son, you know, like this. And they're both smiling, and I was shocked. The son is only like, did I say to you already? Yesterday is not this story. The son is only about 15, yeah. So I was so shocked. I couldn't help it, you know my temper, right? Immediately, I say, what are you doing? I talk to him like I talk to you. Normally, I put my best foot forward all the time with outside people. But yes, that day I couldn't help it. I don't know, it must have bad luck day for him or something. But we've been together for a while already, you know, driving, and then I'm always generous with him, yeah. So, and he has very much respect for me because we talk a lot. You know, my broken Spanish didn't help either, but I was so mad. I was so mad. I said, "You give him cigarette?" And he was kind of very shameful. He said, "Yeah, he smokes also." I said, "What? And you let him?" I was just kind of protective. I feel sorry for the son, you know. And then I said, "Go now, go, drive." And then he drive outside, and I continue my lecture, of course, in broken Spanish. But he understood everything. Well, at least I understood what I was saying. I say, "Look here. He's only 14 or 15, yes? He's very tender. His body is not built up well. His bone is not really completely formed yet. And you, not only you don't forbid him to smoke, not only you don't make a good example yourself, you smoke, and then you don't even tell him not to smoke, and then you encourage him to smoke like this. What kind of father are you?" And he said, "If I forbid him, he go out and smoke with his friend anyway." I say, "No, it's not true. Many fathers smoke, but the daughter and son don't go out and smoke with friends in the school. It's not true, you know that. And you know how many million people die every year because of smoking, don't you?" He gave me a very small figure, like 200,000. I say, "You joking?" You go home, look in the internet again. Yeah, well, maybe I was wrong a couple of millions, but but I mean, related death, you know, it could be millions. Understand, many millions. People don't really do research into it, yeah. And also the second-hand smoke, you know, related. Third-hand smoke related to it, yes. All kind of things, yeah. Or people also commit suicide because don't have enough money to pay anymore to cigarette and depressed and all that also. All kind of things. Understand me? So I couldn't be too far off, you know. I said to him, "Oh, 4 million, 5 million people." Maybe I'm a little bit wrong, but not that wrong. Well, even if I'm wrong, it scared him good enough. I didn't mean to tell lie. I just thought it's about that much. I thought I remember that from information somewhere, you know.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Tobacco use kills one person every 6 seconds. Smoking-related costs $193 billion annually in the United States alone. Depression. Light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Harms lung cell DNA that regulates breathing. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure, cancer, mouth, liver, breast and colorectal cancer, lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidney cancer, bladder cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis, stroke, impotence.
Additional harms for exposure to second-hand smoke. 600,000 deaths worldwide each year.
Childhood arteriosclerosis, leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome. More than 80% of the babies who die are exposed to second-hand smoke. Infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries. Childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection, cleft lip or palate. Hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys. Circulatory problems in women.
Lung damage in children leading to adult emphysema. Lung cancer in non-smoking restaurant servers. Hearing loss across all frequencies. Childhood behavioral problems when exposed while in the womb.
Plus more. For help quitting, please visit the following websites.
For more urgent information, please visit suprememastertv.com/killers.
Anyway, so he was all quiet and say, "I'm sorry, it's none of my business, but he's too young, you know. I feel like you should be more protective of him. Even if you smoke, you should have told him that it's bad and all that. Here I see you even encourage him to smoke because you want him to like you. You want him to stay with you. And it's not love, you know. Love is not like giving anything that the son or daughter want, but love is to do things that are good for him and tell him all the good things that he should follow. Yeah? I say go out and learn with the friends and all that stuff, you know. I say, no. If you are a good father, he would have probably listened to you better. Yeah? That's one thing. If you ever said anything to him even, maybe you didn't. Because you want to buddy with him against his mother, who knows? Yeah? Anyway, now it's very bad enough of you that you smoke, number one. And now you even make him smoke. You very, very irresponsible father. And you know smoking is not healthy, right? So he know, I know it all. Okay, if you say you love your son so much, like you have told me before, then how come you don't keep yourself healthy so you can take care of him? He's still very young. Suppose you have cancer, you know, right? I'm sorry, everybody knows that. And then maybe you die, or even if you don't die, but you're sick, you're incapable of driving taxi or doing anything anymore. Who take care of your son? Yeah, mother already married again. Have other family children. Who takes care of him? And he doesn't, you told me he doesn't want to live with his mother. Well, I can understand because she remarried, you see. He has a girlfriend, but she only come and go, you see what I mean? She doesn't live with him. So it's a different story, yeah? And the mother already married and have other children. So if you die or you're sick, who is taking care of your son? Don't you think about that? You're a very irresponsible father. I am so sorry if you offended anything, forgive me, but I think because you are a very good taxi driver, I think of you like a friend, you know, because sometimes he came and I invite him a coffee or something, I cook a little coffee for him and a little salad or something when we run all day and he didn't have a chance to eat. Or I caught him, you know, before lunch and then we run all afternoon and I know he didn't eat. So when I come home, if I eat something, I cook something and I give him some. I say, you can come to my house as a friend also, huh? And because I think of you as a friend, and a friend should tell a friend true things and beneficial things, not just a thing that make others just happy and feeling flattered, you know? Like people say kiss butt, you know, in English. Yeah, I don't do this stuff, you know, because I respect you. And I like you as a person, so I tell you this. And if you're mad at me, I understand. But I have to tell you, your son is in a very tender age. At this moment, his body is still developing. You know, his bone is not even, you know, completely structured yet. And all his organ is still very tender. You cannot do this to him. Cannot encourage him to smoke. And smoke together in a small flat like this, an apartment like this, is really detrimental. You want to kill him? You say you love him, but you're killing him. Don't you realize you're killing your son by your own example and by encouraging him? You call that love? No, I think you're bribing him so that he loves you, he likes you, but you're killing him. And he all the while he said, you're right. I have to do something. I said, yes, you quit. That's what you do. I said to him, quit smoking. And he said, okay, I will. And I thought he just said that. I said, you promise, huh? You say it like that. Next time I see you, you tell me that you're not smoking anymore. He said, yes, I will do it. I said, yeah, if you love your son, you do it. At first, I told him, why don't you tell him, like I told you before, you have to tell him not to smoke and all that. I say, and he say, because he's still smoking, so he cannot, your son wouldn't listen to him, that's why. So I say, that's why you quit. You have to quit. First you quit, and then maybe he follow you. I think he would. He will. And even if he doesn't, at least you feel good. You are a good father, yes, and you are still strong and healthy. Continue to take care of your son until he can take care of himself, at least. At least this, yeah? And your son listen to you or not, maybe we will see, yeah? At least you make a good example. So, okay, fine. I think both of them had enough of me. So, normally he's supposed to come back and cut more grass for me, yeah? They didn't show up. Fine, I understand. I also didn't call him either. Next time I call a different taxi driver. Okay, so he doesn't come back, you know? But before that, I knew that I was I went too far, So anyway, but it still take me to the market, I knew I went a little bit too far, but so I went in there to buy some jacket for the son, It's winter and he didn't have much, it's so cold. And then I buy something for the son, some clothes, and then some for the father also. I give it to them and they were very happy, but still didn't come back to cut grass next day. Okay, I took the hint. I didn't say anything. But one day, long time afterward, I went out and he called me on the phone and he said, how am I and all that. But I said, okay. If I need you, I call you. Okay, goodbye. Anyway, and then so many months later, we don't hear from each other, of course. I go with another taxi driver. I don't even bother, I forgot about him already. And one day I went to a small restaurant that they sell a little special thing, vegan, that I like. I haven't found it anywhere else. I don't know anywhere else anyway. So I happened to find it, so I like it. So I asked another taxi driver, by the way, stop there for me to eat that special thing. In Spain they call it churros, you know that? Yeah, okay. And then there he was, my ex-taxi driver. He was thinking my ex something. Okay, my ex-taxi driver. Oh, I was feeling a little bit, a little more awkward also, and he was also very awkward. But nevertheless, oh, how are you and all that. I want to go in here and have a coffee, Would you like to come in also? And he, of course, very gladly to come in. He was waiting for his turn, yeah? He wasn't having work or anything, so he came in and have a drink. And me and other taxi driver as well, and him. That's a two taxi driver. One ex and one, and one, how you say, incumbent? Yeah. So we talk, and then I just asked him, you still smoking? He said, no, I quit since I last saw you. Good news, huh? Yeah, at least, huh? Yeah. So yelling really does help, Because before I was very sweet to him and also say something like, smoking is never good, you know that, a lot of people die and it's very bad and it's more expensive now and things. I always talk sweetly to him. I never care. I yelled at him, scold him, and he quit. Okay, next time if I see anybody smoking, I just yell. Maybe they quit quicker. No, don't do that. People don't always listen to sweet talk. I don't know why. So nowadays, I like to invite people when I eat something, or I like to give it to people around me, whoever nearby. If I cook something nice, I never really... I feel like I would love very much to share it, Even just now, believe it or not, I come in the kitchen and see all things and say, wow. And then I'm thinking immediately of you. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to invite some of them here to share some food, But I thought, oh, no, forget it, never mind. But I was thinking immediately like that. It's just automatic, Oh, it's such a complicated world, I'm telling you. Even to be nice, you have to think twice. So, it's a good idea, huh? Good thinking, huh? Good news, huh? Yes. I hope he continue. And then I was very happy, of course, nah? I hugged him, Yeah, I hugged him and he was very happy because he looked so miserable. I don't know, I never see such a miserable taxi like that. He's not unpleasant. He just looked very down, very sad. The whole body feel like that all the time. But after I hugged him, he looked like he grew back again. And then I went out and buy him a present, I buy him a little chain with the cross with Jesus on it. I said, every day you see this, you keep quitting, okay? You promise. And then he said, he promised. Because sometimes people can quit smoking for many days or many weeks or many months or many years, but they still, they come back sometimes because this kind of thing is really evil. Cigarette and drugs, they're really evil. They just clutching you, very difficult to get rid of. Besides, his son is still smoking, that's making him very tough for him. See what I mean? They live in the same apartment. And even though the son smoked outside in the balcony, but still every time he passed by, he bring the smoke go out, the cigarette and go out smoke. Imagine how difficult it is for him, and he's still holding tough for many months. So for that, I really appreciate him very much, and I really, I say you're really good, very, very good, very courageous, very strong man. You're a good father now. I'm very proud of you. And I went out and take him out, to buy him this present so that every day he can remember and be strong. And I say, tell your son, if he also quits smoking, next time I see him, he will also get a present like that or different one. Just like that, and then say goodbye. Okay, my nice story. Yeah.